This gaming desktop sits in that interesting space where it's not trying to be the most expensive or the most extreme system on the market, but instead focuses on something much more important: delivering consistently strong real-world performance across gaming, streaming, and everyday productivity. At the center of the build is an Intel Core i7 processor, and that already sets the tone for what this machine is meant to do. It's fast, stable, and capable of handling modern workloads without constantly pushing the system to its limits. Whether you're launching heavy AAA games, running background applications, or switching between multiple tasks, the responsiveness stays solid throughout. Backing that up is 32 gigabytes of RAM, which is honestly a very strong point for a pre-built system in this category. This amount of memory gives you a lot of breathing room. You're not just gaming in isolation anymore. Modern users tend to have browsers open, Discord running, streaming software active, and maybe even editing tools in the background. This setup handles all of that without forcing compromises in performance. The real spotlight, of course, goes to the graphics card. This system features an NVIDIA GeForce RTX 5060 with 8 gigabytes of GDDR7 memory. And what that translates to in practice is a noticeable jump in efficiency and visual quality compared to older generation GPUs. You're getting improved ray tracing performance, smoother frame delivery, and better optimization for newer game engines. Lighting feels more natural, reflections are more accurate, and environments feel more immersive overall. In terms of gaming performance, this setup is clearly aimed at 1080p high refresh rate gaming and can comfortably stretch into 1440p depending on the title. Competitive games run extremely smoothly, which is where this hardware combination really shines. High FPS stability matters more than just peak numbers, and this system is built to maintain that consistency during intense gameplay moments. Storage is handled by a 512 gigabytes NVMe solid-state drive. That means fast boot times, quick application launches, and significantly reduced loading screens in games. Everything feels responsive right from startup. While 512 gigabytes is a good entry point, especially for a clean and fast system, it's also fair to say that modern game sizes can fill that space quickly. The advantage here is that upgrades are straightforward if you ever need more capacity. Another strong point is system memory combined with storage optimization. With 32 gigabytes RAM and NVMe speeds working together, multitasking feels smooth even when the system is under load. This is especially useful for users who aren't just gaming but also creating content, recording gameplay, or handling productivity workloads. Connectivity has also been updated for modern standards with Wi-Fi 6 support. That means lower latency, faster wireless speeds, and a more stable online experience overall. For competitive online gaming, that stability can make a real difference. Of course, Ethernet remains the best option for absolute consistency, but having strong wireless performance built in adds flexibility. The system ships with Windows 11 Pro pre-installed, which means it's ready to use right out of the box. You're getting a modern interface, better system optimization for current hardware, and additional professional-level features that enhance control and security. From a design perspective, this is a typical gaming-focused chassis with a clean layout, RGB accents, and a focus on airflow. Cooling is important in any performance system, and this build prioritizes thermal management to ensure the CPU and GPU can maintain stable performance over long gaming sessions. It's not just about peak power, but sustained output. When you look at the complete package, what stands out is balance. This isn't a system trying to chase unnecessary extremes. Instead, it focuses on delivering a reliable high-performance experience that works for a wide range of users. Gamers get high frame rates and smooth visuals. Streamers get enough headroom to multitask. Creators get a capable workstation for editing and rendering tasks. There are always a few limitations in this price segment, and storage is the most obvious one. A 512 gigabytes drive will eventually feel tight for users with large game libraries or media projects. However, the upgrade path is simple, and that flexibility makes this a non-issue for most long-term users. Overall, this gaming desktop delivers exactly what it promises: strong performance, modern hardware, and a smooth user experience without unnecessary complexity. It's the kind of system that makes it easy to just plug in, power up, and start playing without worrying about compatibility or bottlenecks. If you're looking for a pre-built system that feels ready for today's games and still has enough headroom for future titles, this is a solid option worth considering. Full details and purchasing information can be found through the link in the description.